Despite a clampdown by security forces which affected its operations across the country, Media Trust Limited was still able to publish one of its titles on Monday. The Nigerian Union of Journalists in Abuja described the action of the military as reprehensible. Defense correspondent Stephanie Essien reports.
Media Trust, a privately owned media company, was accused by military authorities of publishing a story that undermined its operations in the Northeast. The army authorities are angered that Daily Trust on Sunday published classified information on the military strategy to retake Baga, a town in Borno State that was recently attacked by insurgents with links to the Islamic State. The clampdown on its offices in Borno, Lagos and Abuja saw the arrest of 3 staff of the newspaper. And at the time of this report, only 2 had been freed, while the Maiduguri Regional Bureau Chief, Uthman Abubakar, is still being held. Ronald Mutum was on duty when the security forces rounded up staff of the company in the headquarters in Abuja.
Immediately alerted the newsroom that we suspect that something was going to happen here today. And true to what we thought, eventually they came to the gate. They first appeared in plain clothes. We suspect those were probably the police and DSS officers amongst them. And then they told the security men that they were looking for a particular journalist. We then told them that person is not in the office. They told them that person is not in the office. Then they forced their way into the office. They came in with over 10 armed soldiers. These soldiers all didn't have their name tags. They were all wearing armored vests. Some of them were even wearing face masks. They came into the office and they came from floor to floor. They moved the staff of the office were around at that time. There were people in the marketing department. There were people on the first, the second floor, this editorial rooms, editorial floor, and the newsroom, the main newsroom on the 3rd floor. They went in there and they told everybody to stand up.
The security operatives made away with electronic devices, including computers.
They then proceeded to commandeer computers. They took the CPUs and they left the monitors. And then they all told us to go downstairs, and they assembled us first within the corridors, the front corridor of the office, where we all gathered, over 30 of us. And then they moved us outside the courtyard of the office, and they included the production staff, everybody that was around. They told us, they gathered us around. We were put in a circle like an arc, and they had gunmen around us, and menacing gunmen around us in masks and all of that. And they then proceeded to ask of that particular reporter, our political editor Hamza Idris, and then some journalists then they told us they were going to shut down the office.
In spite of the setback, the company on Monday managed to publish its daily newspaper. This is the second time in 5 years that the company will be shut down by security forces, and the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Abuja describes it as a clampdown on press freedom.
It becomes a danger for every journalist, because when you're operating under the atmosphere of fear, intimidation and harassment, the tendency not to report objectively and professionally, or even to report at all, does exist. So for us, the NUJ, we find it very worrying and troubling.
In spite of the initial setback to its operations, the newspaper company says it remains undeterred in its bid to service the interests of its readers. Stephanie Essien, TVC News, Abuja.